Yeah, good day everyone. Yeah, I have a question before me here. Let us address and enjoy the solution together. The question says we should calculate the area of the shaded portion. But before I go on, this is one of the theory question from the just concluded NECO exam, NECO mathematics. Now let's go straight. We are asked to calculate the shaded portion. This is a sector of a circle. This shape is like 1/4 of a circle. It was removed from a circle. Okay, that is why it's a sector of a circle. Now we are asked to find the area of the shaded portion. This is the shaded portion. This arc BC, this chord BC and this arc BC. So this is the shaded portion. Now, when you look at a sector have arc and at the same time have a triangle. Okay, a triangle ABC. I just target triangle ABC. Now, when you look at from here to this place, that is the radius of that circle because it touches the circumference of that circle. So this is the center, seems to be the center of that circle. Then this touches the circle because this edge is edge of a circle. Because it was removed from the circle, so it's going to be like an ice cream shape. This is the circle. It's like the circle is going like this. Okay, so from the center to the circumference is what? A radius. Now, for us to be able to get this shaded portion, what we are going to do is that we are going to this triangle. Okay, by the time you remove this triangle from the whole sector, what it will remain is this shaded portion. Okay, this is very simple. Removing the triangle from the whole sector, it will remain the area that look like the ice cream, that's the shaded portion. Okay, the only way you can attain that is for you to know the area of the sector of the circle itself, the total area of this shape. Then remove the area of what? Triangle from it. Then it remains your answer, which is the area of the what? Shaded portion. Now let's go. Which is what we are going to do. From triangle ABC, the area of triangle, as popularly known from our primary school, is half base times height. Half base times height. So we are going now, where we bring this triangle out, we bring it out like this. We will bisect the triangle into two so that we can have two right angle triangle. Now when we bisect it, this angle 54 will be divided into two because when you bisect, you divide it into equal parts. So we have 27 degree here, 27 degree here. So we will now take one out because when you look at it from this formula, we need to know the base. Like this BC is the base of the what? The triangle. So we need to know the base when you look at the formula, because for us to be able to find the area of triangle. Then we also need to know the height. Okay, the height is this bisector here. It will show because from the base to the top, that's the height of the triangle. So this is the height here now, AD. So we are going to find this CD, which is half of that base, CD, because this CD is equal to this DB. Okay, now but once we get one this side, then we can know the two because they are equal. We just multiply it by 2. So now what we are going to do is to use, this is a right angle triangle. We are going to use, this is the angle here. The opposite, we will use the relationship between cos, tan, and sine. So anyone that is applicable here. Now, for us to be able to get this base, this one of the base, the CD, I named that X. Okay, for us to be able to get it, you see that it is a relationship between because the only side that was given in this right angle triangle is the slant height, which is the radius from the circle. The slant height, that's 8. So we want to relate between with this 8 and this angle than the unknown we are finding. So the relationship that goes here is the opposite and hypotenuse, because this is hypotenuse of that right angle triangle. So the opposite here is what? Because the opposite angle, the side opposite to this angle is x. So this becomes the opposite. This becomes the hypotenuse. So invariably we are going to use what? Sine, because it is only sine that go with opposite hypotenuse. If you still remember the common form, SOHCAHTOA. Okay. Now we now say sine 27 over equals to x over what? 8, which is opposite hypotenuse. So now our s will now be, by the time we cross multiply, this is like sine 27 over 1 equals to s over 8. So our s will now be sine 27 times 8 when we cross multiply. So s times 1 will just be s. Sine 27 times 8, you have it here. Okay. Now we find sine 27 as 0.45399. Then 8, we multiply it to the side, this CD, which is s, give us 3.632. Okay. Now for us to be able to get the base of that triangle ABC, which is the BC, the O base, since we have no one of the side and the two sides are equal, we just multiply it by 2. It means we have to times this s times 2. So it's going to give us, and the s is this. Then by the time you multiply 2 by this, it's going to give you 7.264. Okay. Now we have gotten what? The base of that triangle, which is needed in this formula. Now let's find the height. The height is between this same only value given and this. And when you look at this height, this is the base of this. This height is the base here. I mean, it is the adjacent. The height is the adjacent here. So this is the hypotenuse. By the time you have adjacent hypotenuse, you are talking about cosine. Adjacent hypotenuse, you are talking about cosine. So in the same vein, we are going to find the h. For you to find the h will now be 8 times this one. So we have h is equal to cos 27 times 8. So your cos 27 is 0.8910. Then times 8 is going to, h will give us 7.128. Okay. We now have our base and our height now. So we will not be able to apply the area of triangle. Now let us apply the area of half. Then this is base times height. Then when we multiply it together, the answer will be 25.89 centimeter. So straightforward, since we now know the value of the area of triangle, then we will now subtract it from the O sector. Then we must find the area of the sector first. Now let's find the area of the sector. This is the formula for the area of the sector, theta over 360 pi r square. So our theta from the O sector, again, let me concentrate this camera there, is 54. Then the radius is what? 8. So let's go to the formula. The theta, the angle, that's 54 over 360. Pi is usually 22 over 7. Then r square. Don't forget our radius is 8, so we'll just put the square. So by the time you change this to 64 here, then you multiply everything, it's going to give you 30.05 if you use your calculator. Okay. When you multiply, it's going to give us, I don't want to waste our time. I don't want this video to pass 10 minutes. So it will be 30.05. Now, hence, we will find the area of the shaded portion by subtracting the area of triangle from the area of the sector. So our final answer approximately is 4 centimeter square, and we are done. Please share this video, like and comment. Bye bye.